LaFonda is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I'm 100% positive that she's my soulmate. Napoleon, I'm sure there's a babe out there for you too.
All right, we're here with Seth and Elizabeth Brown. Seth, would you say that Elizabeth's the best thing that's ever happened to you?
By far.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Wow. Good call. It is Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
You
Day.
can't mess up today.
That's right.
Look who's back. The doc.
Hey, thanks.
He actually came back for a second week in a row.
I did. I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
cool.
That's all you got?
No, that's it.
I'm
Not much of a roast.
I'm gonna
No.
roast you a little bit.
That's not really a
No,
roast.
it's
It's just a warm up, man. Just a warm up. Watch out.
All right, so we are here with some Fit Club OGs, Seth and Elizabeth, and we kind of just wanted to revisit their story with us at Thunder Valley, and yeah, just get to know them a little bit better. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into the Thunder Valley and fitness aspect.
You want to start? You want me to? All right. So I am a Mountain City guy. So born here in Johnson City, raised in Mountain City, and went to Johnson County High.
Johnson County.
Johnson County. That's
Wow.
right. God's country.
Yeah.
And so went to ETSU for undergrad and medical school. And Elizabeth and I met when I was at the end of my first year of med school, and got married between third and fourth year of med school. And then we moved to Greenville, South Carolina for about 3 years for training, up to Louisville, Kentucky for a little bit more training, and then we've been back here ever since
Good deal. So,
2014.
Elizabeth, what were you studying in school whenever you met Seth?
I was not in school. I was actually working as a dental assistant for an orthodontist here in Johnson City.
Okay.
That's actually how we met.
Okay, so you came in as a patient?
Yes.
So how'd that go down? Like,
I'm a grill fix. You got a wife out of the deal, man.
Yeah, so how do you, like, so you don't go, you know, all the time to the dentist, so like, you know, you had one chance, like, unless, you know, you're gonna wait till next year or 6 months.
Well, he waited to ask me out until the day he got his braces off.
Oh,
so
So-
there's multiple visits for
Multiple
braces.
visits.
Every
It's
six
not like-
weeks he
right.
would come in,
Okay,
and so, like, I mean, I liked him. Like, all the other girls in the office, they knew that when Seth Brown came in, like, I was gonna
No,
pick him,
is
and
this-
that's how.
Did you call like
yeah.
dibs? Did you go dibs? Like when he came
Yeah, and they just, I mean, they just knew just to leave it, the chart sitting there, cause I was gonna, I would be,
I'm picturing him on the table with his mouth open, hands in his mouth, and him like asking
What can
you
you-
out. Is that how?
we was,
hey, how much can you tell about a person by what's in their mouth, Elizabeth?
oh gosh.
Alright, we won't go there.
I was gonna say, hold
How
on.
much hair did you
It's
have
pretty
back then,
early.
just so we can get a
She
better
doesn't know me
visual?
with hair.
I don't know him with hair.
That's the good
And
thing
what age
about
was
it.
that?
14? No, yeah. 21. I started shaving my head when I was
No,
21.
you were not 21 when you came and got braces.
Right, but that's when I
But
started shaving my head.
Well,
So
yeah,
you don't know me with
yeah,
hair.
no,
Yes.
no, I would not,
So you get the braces removed and you're like, okay, I have nothing to lose, I'm not coming back here.
See, that was the thing, because I liked her from like the first few visits, and you have to go back every month to get your braces
Right.
like adjusted. And I was like, if I ask her out early and I get shot down, I gotta go back every month, and this ain't gonna be cool.
How are you like kind of planting the seed to like show interest?
Oh, we just had great conversation.
Okay.
Even,
Okay.
you know, even,
Fair
yeah.
yeah, we basically got to know each other over what, a year and a half, I mean,
Right.
year and a half
Okay.
of his treatment, so.
And I was real smooth. The very last day, I was like, so, do you get a lunch?
I was like,
It was real smooth.
No, they don't let us eat.
No,
yeah,
exactly,
that's
right.
exactly what I thought, I was like, no, we don't get to, we work straight through, no lunches.
So one
nothing.
last question,
Yeah.
Seth, what do you do for work?
So I'm a pediatrician. So
Okay.
I work at the pediatric ER here at Niswonger Children's. Been there for about 6 years.
Awesome.
That's
All right,
awesome.
let's get to know you a little bit better, Elizabeth.
Well, I was born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I moved here and started high school, went to university school, and I came here to live with my dad. And I went to ETSU and then
Go Bucks.
That's right.
Go Bucks, and worked as a dental assistant for several years until we got married and I became a mom.
Good deal.
And that's my job now. I
There
love
you
it.
go. And that is tough, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I spend about, by myself, 5 hours a day with the two boys. And I tell you, stay-at-home moms, I think someone told me all the different aspects and jobs that a mom does would equal out to like $400,000
Oh,
in
absolutely.
salaries. So
It's the truth.
kudos to you. It's a lot of hard work.
So you'll have kids.
One.
kid.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, girl.
Girl,
Girl.
McKenna.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be 10 this July. It's
Oh, wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
She's an all-star.
What is she into?
She's into horses.
Horses.
Yeah,
Horseback
she rides horses.
Mhm.
She-
Where I heard divorces, I was like, what?
No, horses.
Valentine's Day, crash and
Yeah,
burn.
yeah, yeah. She rides horses and she loves it. She
That's
loves it. Yeah, she's really getting into it. So,
Piano. She does
Piano.
piano too.
and she loves Fit Club.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
loves
yeah.
she
She
loves
does.
Thunder Valley.
Yeah.
She does. When she's like when I turn 12, I want a Fit Club membership for my
She-
birthday.
that's awesome.
So
She already talks about that now. It's
That's awesome.
crazy.
yeah,
That is awesome.
yeah.
So anybody that's been a member at the gym for a while definitely knows your all's face, and you know, y'all have been staple members with us at Fit Club, and we're very appreciative of that. And but I wanted to kind of like go back and ask you, what did your fitness journey look, or what did fitness look like before you came with us at Thunder Valley?
Well, I basically, I did not even start exercising until literally after I had McKenna. When we moved to Louisville for his fellowship, I ended up meeting a girl who became a really, really good friend of mine. Her husband was in his program as well, and she was a runner, and so we just started, you know, running together, exercising, and we do like 1 5K a month. We just said we're gonna do one a month and we'll run together. We joined Weight Watchers together,
Mhm.
and so at that point, I really enjoyed that. I lost some weight, and you know, I was happy, but I did not do any kind of weight.
Yeah, no resistance
No
training.
resistance.
Right.
No, nothing like that. And anything I did was either I'd run or I'd jog or I'd do a video at home or something like that. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't go to a gym. It was
Right.
I would say it was pretty intimidating to
Yeah,
me
definitely.
to do that.
And that's common for females, not knowing what to do, or the weight's going to get me bulky, so on. So, what about you, Seth? What were you doing for fitness?
Super sporadic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, in undergrad and med school, maybe I'd go to the gym once every week or two, and by that, there was no program to it.
It's
Just-
structure, just
Yeah,
kind of
I would
going
just
in.
kind of go from, you know, dumbbells to the elliptical to just, I mean, literally, I was just kind of walking around.
Right.
And occasionally pick up a racquetball game with some guys from school. And then honestly, nothing consistent until Fit Club, just because we get into a few things. I did run a little bit, nothing over a 5K ever. I did it because it was a little bit, I could blow off some steam, but I didn't really enjoy running. I never really got the urge to go out and do a half marathon or a marathon. Kudos to those who do and who can, but that just really never was my thing.
Right, that single modality fitness can kind of get boring at times, especially if you're doing it by yourself.
Yes, correct.
So,
And at McKenna's age, we you know, if she would go run for 20 or 30 minutes, I'd watch McKenna. And then, you know, we'd kind of switch
she was
off.
a baby. She was small then,
Right,
so
right,
it
right.
wasn't. Yeah.
all right. So moving forward a little bit, how did you guys find out about us at Thunder Valley and end up?
Go ahead. You know,
Nick and Lexi.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the screen.
Yes.
So is it who? How did you all know them through work?
Yeah, through work basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you worked with both of them.
Yeah.
And then, when McKenna was first at Town Acres, Izzy, Nick's daughter, was at Town Acres as well, and so they
Okay.
knew each other from school. She's a little bit older, but yeah.
And Nick had actually invited me to CrossFit multiple times, and I actually had back surgery in 2006, had a microdiscectomy, and it went great. But I knew I didn't want to do things that really loaded my back. I just didn't want to risk you know, work and things like that. So when Fit Club came out, it had only been going on for about 6 months when Nick said, "Hey, listen, there's a new program over at the gym. I really think you'd like it." And we went and tried it out and we were hooked. Actually, Lacey was teaching the very first class I was at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lacey Clay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Lacey's awesome. Hadn't even met Melissa, and so, but really just the program just really got us hooked right off the bat.
So that put you all. We started Fit Club May 1st of 16. No, 17. Yeah, that's
17.
correct. So
They're October,
that put
yeah.
you all. Okay,
Yeah.
October.
October.
Mhm.
Okay, I was trying to put a timetable on
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
good.
Yeah.
So, what's your why? Why do you keep coming back to Thunder Valley? Maybe what are your goals and aspirations, and like, you all average. Elizabeth, you're probably there 5 days a week,
She's 5
solid
days a week.
Yeah.
And I know your schedule's kind of sporadic, Seth, but you're at least
5 days a week.
4 times a week.
Yeah, she's fine. She's solid.
You always in that 10 o'clock class?
9:30.
Or
9:30.
Yeah, 9:18.
Yeah.
That door opens. I
That's
know
right.
it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
A good week for me is probably, if I can get there 3 days a week, I'm happy. Great week is 4 days.
Yeah. So why are you doing it, and what keeps you coming back? And
Personally, for me, I've got a, you know how it is with family histories. I mean, I've got a pretty bad family history of early heart disease, and so
It's a motivator.
it is a motivator, man. I'm telling you, it really and truly is. So I definitely want to be around to be as healthy as I can for as long as I possibly can for McKenna. And I'll be honest with you, I took on an extra administrative role in addition to my clinical time around the same time I was starting Fit Club. And with any administrative role, there's some extra stress there, and so it's one of the best stress relievers for me ever. Like she's to the point where if I've missed too many days in a row, she's like, "You need to go to Fit Club." Okay,
You
need
I
to
take
work
the
out.
hint. Yeah, exactly.
Go
Yeah.
exercise.
Go exercise out of the house.
that's funny because my wife's a nurse practitioner, and I feel she must feel those same stress factors because it's the same thing. Like the weeks that she's making it a priority to get to the gym,
Mhm.
like completely different. Not so.
Yeah. And I like coming back to a hostile environment. Katie Gooch. Just call you out now. Let's go ahead and get this now, okay?
Line drawn.
That's right. I joke and say I'm the whipping boy at 9:30. Sometimes we have a great time. We cut up and carry on. There's a lot of laughing that goes on at 9:30.
Yeah, that's one thing. Just the camaraderie and the friend. I have met so many people, so many people that I now call friends just through Fit Club. But one thing I love is that you don't have to think about it. You
Right.
just come in
Yeah.
and Melissa or whoever is the coach that day. Melissa, programs all the workouts, and
Right.
she is the heart of it. She's amazing. But
Mhm.
everything's laid out for you. You don't have to. It's not like when you go into just a regular gym. Oh, what am I going to do? I would never be able to think.
It exactly combats
Of what?
the Seths of the world that we're going into the gym and elliptical for 10 minutes and this and that and this and that. Yeah.
Because I would not accomplish anything on my own.
Right.
So it's there for you. You walk in. The workouts itself are. They're not always easy.
Yeah, they're tough.
They're never
Challenges.
easy. They're
It's
hard.
been a good way.
It
But-
pushes you harder than what you would push yourself, just
Right.
because it's already there for you. I know
Yeah.
if I program for myself, I don't, I'm not gonna push myself as hard as, hey, show up to a class
Mhm.
and it's already laid out for you.
You're gonna do what's on the.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Infinite. It
And if
makes
I'm
you want to get.
and if I'm on the
Yeah.
rower and Ryan's on the rower beside me and he's 2 calories ahead,
Right.
we might
More
not
like
vote.
10 calories, probably.
We're not vocally saying I'm trying to beat Ryan, but
Right.
iron sharpens iron.
That's exactly
And I'm
right.
gonna push
Yeah.
a little bit harder.
Well, the way I describe that is it's kind of a sense of the community. I'm not trying to pass somebody else up, but if I'm slowing down and other people are moving around me, I'm going to keep pushing just to keep moving. So I feel like I achieve a better workout in the end just because I'm in a group, and it's not first place or last place. We're getting.
There's always people cheering you on.
Yeah,
It doesn't
absolutely.
matter if you're the first person, the last person, the first day you've been there. That's what everybody's great. Everybody's so so nice. It's just
It's community.
if somebody's yelling at you to come on, you can do it. You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
sure.
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot
Without
of
a
fun.
doubt. And a lot of times that group atmosphere can be intimidating for individuals. But I tell everybody, I'm like, if you can just walk through the door, the hardest part of the workout is over, and you're gonna see, you know, all the perks that we have of
Yeah.
the fitness we run.
And then come back. Come back
Hopefully.
again another
Hopefully.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
because it does take, you need to come a few times to see, because it's different every time.
Right.
I mean, you may come in the first time and it's such and such workout, and you're like, oh, I never want to do that again, you know, or
Right,
you didn't
like-
really. But it's going to be something different the next day, and that's what's great about it. You don't get. I've never become burnt out on this type of thing.
No,
because it's
Melissa
different.
does
Different
such a good job of
Mhm.
diversifying the workouts.
Yes.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
so, you know, what really makes the community you guys are talking about at Thunder Valley is the people. And you guys are some of the happiest, like the most kind, helpful, and caring individuals that really are part of the facility. And I'm really appreciative of that. And, but you know, I don't see like you all coming in ever having a bad day. And so, you know,
True.
We do.
Not true.
well, you hide it really well.
Oh, thanks.
And, you know, you're the customer and you don't have to come in and, you know, put on this persona all the time. So I wanted to like pick your all's brains for a second and question for you, okay? So how, you know, you get on Facebook, social media, news, whatnot. It's just a naturally negative world out there. Like, what causes you all to flip the script and like just be a little bit different?
I would say, and we struggle at this. It's literally a daily struggle, right? But for us, I always say if we get our priorities mixed up, so priority one for us, you know, God, then family, then work.
Right.
And if we get that priority
Out of sync.
out of balance, out
Yep.
of sync, it never works out the way it's supposed to, right? And so, but we honestly struggle at that on a daily basis. But as long as we continue to try to keep that priority in our lives and just try to live that same life in front of McKenna and let her know that, hey, listen, you know, the day there's going to be bad things that happen, and that's part of life, and we try to teach her how to keep that priority 1, 2, and 3 at all times. And again, we get it off
It's
balance.
not perfect.
It's not perfect at all.
And she needs
But-
to see that we have bad.
Yeah,
She sees
exactly.
that we have bad days.
That's right. That's right.
You know, just
But
because you do that doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's perfect, because it's not. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I would say just trying to keeping that priority number one
That's awesome.
the best we can.
It's good to hear.
And going to Fit Club.
That's right.
Stress
Working
relief.
out,
That's
stress
right.
relief.
It is. It is.
You got it. All right, guys. So it is Valentine's Day, and I thought we'd do something a little fun to wrap up the podcast today.
Let's do
So, I was wanting to do like a mock Newlyweds game, like the old school game show,
Okay.
but try and keep it like more fitness related.
Sure.
And I think Ryan and I have decided that if you all can get, we've got 5 questions apiece.
Yeah.
If you all can get, let's call it 8 of them correct, then
Wow.
you guys are definitely going to be, y'all are soulmates on this Valentine's Day. Okay.
Wow.
So here's how it works. I'm going to ask Seth, or I've already asked Elizabeth all these questions that we're going to ask Seth.
Mhm.
If you guys match up on the answers, you get a point. Okay? And then we'll do it vice versa.
Pressure is on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy
Lot riding
Valentine's
on
to
this. By the way, what's the plan for tonight?
We're gonna go eat, and we're going to a concert.
Who's
at
playing?
Barter Theater.
Yeah.
Actually, Jill Andrews.
Okay.
We don't even really.
Yeah, it's a
really
music
listen to
series.
her
So we've
music.
never
It's a
been to
music
Barter
series
for a music
for
series.
like a concert. We've been
So
wanting to
that's
play.
it's new. We're going to
Yeah,
check
and
it
we
out.
don't really. I mean, I've heard her name, so we'll see.
And
We're
we've
just
never
gonna go
eaten.
try something new.
We've never eaten at J. Frank's in Bristol. You guys ever been?
No.
Well, we'll let you know.
Heard it was
J.
good,
Frank's,
so
yeah.
we're gonna
We're
do
looking
I've
that.
forward
heard good things about it too.
Yeah, he's off, so.
Right.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
we actually get
sometimes-
to do some. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just,
It's
you know.
it's the ER shift work, so sometimes you're working on that Valentine's Day.
Babysitter, the whole 9.
Grandmother.
Oh,
Grandma,
She's pumped.
yeah,
She's
she'll be
ready.
with her granny.
Big
She
night
loves, but she
tonight.
loves
Yeah.
that, so.
This night could go a lot better if you get a lot of questions right.
Eight's a pretty high bar, guys.
Yeah,
Where'd you
we
come up
don't-
with 8, Brad?
you don't want like the same level of intimacy as a once a week workout partner because sometimes you can get paired with the
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ron, you want to kick us off?
Okay, so we're going from here.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay, so this question's for Seth, right?
All right.
Seth, what body part is Seth working out? Wait, no, these are for.
We got it backwards.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, here. This is what.
I'm
this
scared
is where we
already.
need to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is Elizabeth's least favorite movement at Fit Club?
Now this would be for Elizabeth though, so we're gonna ask Elizabeth what her least favorite movement is.
Because I've already
He's
answered.
already
He's
answered.
already
answered.
answered.
Question.
Those are your
Ah.
answers.
There you go.
All
I
My
right.
already
least
answered.
favorite?
Yes.
Mm,
Just one.
Think
You know,
about
you
what
see it on the board, you just
absolutely hate.
cringe.
Yes.
probably, oh gosh,
You're like,
there's
oh,
two things
no.
that I really don't like,
Oh, down to two.
actually.
See
So
if I
you
can
gotta
well
pick
here or not.
one.
If you say movement, I would have to say wall balls.
Okay.
Wrong.
All right.
But I
Forehead into
also
microphone.
dislike rowing, so.
Oh no, we didn't get either one of them
Right.
right.
Tell the answer.
What?
This
Tell me
one,
first.
John. All right, Seth said it was definitely the Turkish get-ups.
Oh, I don't like those either. That's
See?
a real, I do not like
He's
those
heard
either.
you say that. Like,
We just don't do those as often, so I don't think of it.
All right.
But I do
It's
not
okay.
like the Turkish
That's all right.
get-up.
We can do
No.
this.
We got this second
We
question.
can do this.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna
Partially
rotate.
right.
We're gonna rotate
Okay.
back
You
and
get
forth.
some credit for that.
All right, I asked Elizabeth what body part is Seth working on to make look better while he's doing his workouts at Fit Club.
It's pretty easy, I think. My chicken legs.
All right, we're on the board.
Boom.
1
Yeah.
point.
Oh.
One.
Chicken leg.
One.
Oh, nice
Yeah.
work.
What's wrong with chicken legs?
I
I
knew
know.
that,
Question.
I knew that one.
It's
Okay.
pretty
Sure.
bad in the gym when Brad and the guys are like, "Hey, you guys can work out together." And your legs are about the same. It's pretty bad. Sorry, Brad. I gotta call you out on that.
You probably squat more than me.
All right. So this is for Elizabeth. Just jump, sled pull, 50 calorie assault bike, or 100 burpees. If Elizabeth had to pick one workout of the following, which would she pick?
Let's go over them again.
Yeah,
So-
say them again. Oh.
So just jump, sled pull. So
You gotta pull a sled all the way to just jumping back by yourself.
then
Okay.
a 50 calorie assault bike sprint. Ooh.
Yeah, as fast as possible.
Yeah. And then or 100 burpees.
Which one would I not want to do?
No, which one are you gonna pick out
Yeah,
of
what's-
those?
Oh, which
what's
one
your-
am I gonna
What's your
pick?
pick?
Yeah.
Of the three.
Multiple choice. Yeah.
Probably 100 burpees.
Assault bike.
Wow.
Oh,
You said
Seth.
I would choose the assault bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you lost
I just
your
didn't
mind?
think you liked the sled pull all the way up. So.
Actually, that would have been my second choice. I like pulling
With
sled too.
every missed question,
But I think I
Valentine's
could do the-
Day gets
I
more
think I could
expensive
do-
tonight.
Well, and the quote from Top Gun's coming to my mind. There's no points for second place.
Right.
You know, and I'm struggling for second place here.
Yeah, so you'll have to get
Lady,
8.
you like that?
You have to get 8
Top
to be
Gun.
swole mates. We've already missed 2,
I know,
so we gotta
I know.
go to 7-game win streak here.
All right, we can do this.
Okay, if Melissa wanted to be really malicious and write some exercises up that were guarantees to kick your butt, what would those look like? Now, I'll tell you what. I asked Elizabeth for 3. Just give me 2 of them, okay?
Whew. I would say anything that revolved around a lot of wall balls.
Okay, that's one.
And the other one I would probably have to say would maybe be Deck of Death.
Exercises,
Yeah,
exercises,
just
not
movement.
workouts,
Just
exercises.
movement, yeah.
Just one movement.
Oh gosh. Maybe I'm not a big fan of the Turkish get-ups as well. I'm pretty
Okay,
awkward with
well,
those.
We didn't say that, but you
Okay.
got one more guess to save the day.
One more guess.
Because I asked Elizabeth for 3 things.
We were doing it the other day.
You give him a hint.
Well, yeah, let's give them a hint.
All right.
Barbell movement.
Well, no, it's Fit Club.
Oh.
It's a dumbbell
The
movement.
dumbbell.
How about this?
Use the
Tur-
dumbbell on it.
torpedo.
Both of these things start with an S. I'm gonna get you back on the board here.
Snatches.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. All right, good deal. All right,
The possible soulmate status is still in check.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Okay, so Elizabeth gets to pick the music at Fit Club for the day. Which artist radio is she picking?
So, you got an artist, and they're
Type
going to
of
play
radio.
all kinds of music that's similar to them.
What gets Elizabeth going? Like,
How are we getting
Think
crunk
about
at Fit
this.
Club?
Yeah.
So think about this, what really gets you, which songs do you sing the most, or song?
Oh, I know what song I like, that I like Melissa to play.
All right,
She'll know it too. She'll remember.
What do you got?
I don't even know what it is, and I don't even know who sings it. Literally, I don't. It's the fajita.
Just
it's
sing
the
it
fajita
for us.
song.
The fajita
Coming in
song.
hot, just like a
yes
fajita.
it is.
There we
That's
go.
the answer.
Boom.
Oh, that will. I'm like, play the
I love
fajita
it.
song.
Don't listen
All
to
right.
Yes.
It's fun.
Boom.
I don't know that I know that song.
What?
It's
I don't think I
do
it's
either.
I think it's actually
Coming in hot.
like a
Just like a
Christian
fajita.
rapper
Yeah,
or
it
something.
is.
But I just really like that song.
Yeah,
and
what
I
Seth
just
say
think
the
it's-
name of the
It's
artist
just
was?
a great beat. I don't know.
Andy Mineo?
Did you
Oh,
look it up?
I
or
did, I
you
had to look
know?
it up, because I didn't know the name.
Oh, hold on.
See, look at
yeah.
her, she can't stay still.
That's a pretty hot beat.
She can't stay still.
I mean, yeah, we're lip syncing. That's good stuff.
This
Coming in
may
hot.
be the
Oh,
Valentine's
love
Night
it.
song.
Oh, love
Just
it.
saying.
Love it.
Just saying, not to spoil any
And I
surprises.
had never even heard that. She played it one time, and she's played it several times. And I was like, I don't know why I like the song, but it's just like,
That's
yeah.
the Bucks hype video. Right
Is
before they
it?
come out, yeah.
Okay,
just like it.
Starting
I'm
at
gonna
5.
save that
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
playlist.
I have heard it before.
Okay, let's imagine we're gonna do a remix on that roast of Seth. Okay, and we
Kate is laughing as
we did a different shirt. Okay,
Hmm.
once again,
Yeah.
but you're holding an animal. What is the animal now?
Oh, or the animal now be?
Yes, if we did a
What is it
remix.
now?
Oh yeah, it'd be Cash. It'd be
What is he?
our dachshund.
There we
We got a
go.
dachshund
Wiener
puppy at
dog.
home.
Yep.
There we go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dachshund puppy.
Dachshund puppy.
Yes.
Cash.
Yes.
Cash. He's awesome.
Yes.
He really
He's
is.
cool.
Long haired.
He's
long
long
hair.
haired.
Long hair.
Yeah.
And he's
It's
a
a
mini,
lot of
so
work.
he's a little guy. He's cute.
Yeah. Feisty. Yeah.
Mhm. In a good way, though. He's cool.
He's good.
He's a good dog.
Nice. So that's 4. We need 4 more. Y'all are doing good.
All right.
Good deal.
Question 4. What was Elizabeth say is her biggest accomplishment since joining Fit Club?
So what do you got, Elizabeth? What's your biggest
What's-
accomplishment?
Can we give her a little hint, like a movement?
Is
Can we
it
say
a-
it's a movement?
Oh, definitely an
Yeah,
exercise.
Yeah, like a specific exercise. Not a
No,
global
not like
overall,
yeah,
you know, yeah.
higher energy levels or
Awesome.
weight loss.
Yeah.
I want
Box
to win this
jumps.
game.
Box
Nice.
jumps.
Boom.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was very intimidating to me.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I looked ridiculous. Like, I would stand there and be like, okay. And
That's
I'd, and
common
I'd,
though.
and
That's
I'd
common.
get, and I'd be, and I'd,
Just saying, we all look ridiculous in there. I mean, we all look crazy doing stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's-
Well, you gotta get there to be ridiculous.
That's
in the gym.
true.
You're not ever there, so you don't look ridiculous.
Whatever.
Do you know the song that Melissa sings when I'm doing pull-ups?
What's that?
So I have this weird Seth Brown version of pull-up. It's somewhere between a strict and a kipping,
Okay.
but it's like it's really kind of stiff. I can do a pull-up.
Do you like the electric jalapeno up there as your?
I don't know. Yeah, no, not really that. I'm just so stiff. I can't get the kipping
Ah.
motion down, right? So Melissa comes over and she sings the Frozen song. Let it go, let it go.
Implying you need to loosen up.
Loosen
on
up,
the road.
yeah, exactly, every time. And then I can't do any more because we're both just busting out laughing. So
That's great.
that's where I look crazy and stupid on
That's good.
the workout.
Y'all are up to 5 points now.
Yeah.
So, all right. If it wasn't Seth that's always being roasted at Fit Club, who would be roasted next?
This is a question for me.
Yes.
who did I say?
Yeah.
Who did I say would be roasted next?
If it wasn't Seth always getting roasted,
Can I, is this male or female?
I'll give you that hint. It's a female.
It's female?
Yeah.
Who would be roasted next? I gotta say Katie.
There you go.
Yep.
Katie
Boom.
Gooch. Katie, we love you.
And why is that?
We really do.
Why is Katie? Is it because she throws shade at you?
She is.
You all just go back and forth.
We banter. I guess is
mean,
the best way to put it.
it's-
She dishes it out.
She does dish it out.
It's very
in a great way.
entertaining.
It is
Yes,
very
I
entertaining.
enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. There are certain.
We just give each other crap all the time.
So
Yeah.
was Katie the originator of the cat shirt, as far as execution? Obviously not
How
the
about
graphic.
instigator's a better word?
Yeah,
Instigator,
She
yeah.
she came up with the shirt aspect of it.
Yeah.
Susan brought the picture.
Yes.
She sent the picture to
Yeah.
everyone, and we were like, oh my gosh,
So
that
Susan
is
started
awesome.
it.
Susan.
Thanks, Susan.
Yeah, Susan.
Appreciate that.
She always looks so sweet and
Right?
innocent at the gym too, you
No,
It's not
so
true.
much.
know? Those are always the ones you gotta watch out for. So, all right, moving on. Y'all
Okay.
got 2 more questions, and we
Sweet.
need to be right on both of them.
Okay.
Okay, name 2 movements that were in Elizabeth's first Fit Club workout. So
Yeah.
what were the first two movements in your first workout, Elizabeth?
So think really hard. It was,
Yeah,
I'd been up
first
all
workout.
night, remember? I worked an overnight shift and I was crazy and thought I could go to the workout without having breakfast or drinking anything. That didn't end well. But I came back.
Well,
In there.
Think about it. Just think about it. Just a
The
second.
first workout.
Mhm.
And the reason I came up with this one is 'cause my wife says I never listen. So, like, if it was my first workout or her first workout somewhere,
Yeah.
you know, she have expectations for
Right.
me to,
I
you
told
know,
you that.
remember-
Remember, that's what I did on my
Exactly.
first
I
day.
have no idea.
Just think about it. Just, I remember them. I remember
See, I
very
don't.
vividly.
You are better at that than I am because I do not remember what the first workout was.
We've done pretty well so far. We can miss a few. It's okay.
Not really.
I mean, you all can still get
We can
that,
be- we
like,
can still be
it's
swole
getting
mates.
pretty serious
Yeah,
status.
yeah, exactly.
Take a guess, right?
Right.
Take a guess here.
It appears that
Burpees? Did it have burpees in it?
it didn't.
Mhm.
Oh. I feel like there's always burpees.
Oh, that's just, yeah, that's a good
It's
guess.
always
That's always a
burpees.
good guess, right?
What
You
are there
have to
not
guess. Throw it out.
burpees?
Very good.
Apparently you were doing something outside, if that helps you at all. Think about a movement that's exclusive to
Running.
outdoors. There you go.
Running.
Yeah.
And think of something that is pretty tough. How would you describe that second movement, Ryan? You probably walked in and were like, "What in the heck do these people do here?"
Yeah.
It's
Why are
not
they
like a
doing
common like form of resistance movement. It's one that puts your body in an awkward position.
Where you're like pushing the prowler, the thing.
The sled.
Put your
pushing
body
it.
in a awkward position. Like your body weight. It's a body weight exercise.
Why are you saying it like that?
There's
In
no
an
form of
awkward-
resistance. There's
Your
no
body. You
Oh,
put your
God.
body in a weird position.
It was a wall walk. You got half
Wall
of it
walk.
right.
That's okay.
A
That's
wall
right.
walk.
Wall walks. Yeah.
I do not I
Yeah,
do
we
not
did
remember
wall
that.
Block
Sure
those
did.
out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Okay.
Too much blood went to the brain for you to remember is
That's
probably
why
what happened.
That's why I don't do them now.
All right, we're still in consideration for, you know, a pretty good score for the day. So let's
Finish
finish
the
it.
tally.
If I'm correct, we're at 6 so far.
I was
That's
thinking
not bad.
7, but
Maybe it is
Thanks,
7.
Brad.
All right,
That's a
so
solid D. Minus.
we'll just say you all are soulmates if we get this one
Okay.
correct. How
All
about
right.
that?
Oh, great.
All right, you can't say this guy over here. Who is Seth's favorite partner to work out with at Fit Club?
Can I give him a
Yeah, go ahead.
It doesn't have it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody at 9:30.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Matter of fact, I don't know that I've ever seen these individuals at 9:30.
This was a hard one
Was it?
for me to even
Yeah.
I had to think on this one.
Oh man, there's a lot of good options here. Somebody I really admire who just gives it their all every day is Jeff Price.
Yeah.
My buddy Jeff. He does an awesome job, and he's a good one to
So
work out with.
this is a 12 o'clock member.
It's 12 o'clock member.
And a
Yeah.
part and a well, I mean you've been partners with Jeff a lot too, but so I've heard you mention this person ish.
Yeah.
He recently got an award for being either the leanest or one of the leanest individuals at the gym.
Tom.
Yeah,
There we go.
Mr. Seeley.
There you go.
He said he's going to be a
Tom's a boss.
7.5 in 2 months.
Yeah.
I was like, I
You
consider
mentioned both Tom. There's two
Yeah,
Toms.
yeah.
and
Tom Clement.
Clement.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I love working out with those guys.
Yeah.
Great bunch of guys. And I got to give a shout out to my 9:30 guys though too. Leighton, Chris, Steve.
You would basically like to
There's
be
a lot of
partners
good-
with whatever other guy
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
is present
I'm
at.
down with
Do
you.
y'all partner well
That
together?
That wasn't really a fair question then on my part.
It's all right. No, you're good. I think we do. We don't talk much during workout.
Well, who's like,
You're a little slow
who's
for me.
holding
Oh,
who
yeah.
back? Oh, so it's,
You're-
it's who's him?
Have y'all had like an epic argument within a workout?
No.
You know, it's kind of one of those things like, you can't hold against me what happened when I was working out.
True. It's Valentine's Day, so I can never say that I try to
I
run
don't
ahead
think
of
we've
my
actually
wife on
had
Valentine's Day.
a workout that, but like I feel like, I don't know.
Gloves are coming off. I feel it.
One
I feel
time
it.
I was
Starting to
working out
cringe.
with my wife and we decided we were going to do sets of 10.
Right.
And she goes, 7, there you go. And I was like, honey, that's 10. And she's like, no, 7, Brad. And I was like, no, I watched you do 10 reps. I'm like, I'm trying to give you credit for this work. And she just lit into me. And she probably won't listen to this podcast because she thinks I'm boring. So anyway, I'm pretty safe right there.
So
I just like to go.
Yeah, she does.
There you go.
So, and I just try to keep up with her. That's how we work out well together.
But then if you do want, like, if you can pass me, you won't pass me, and I'm like, pass me, just go.
That's the
If
time
you're-
when we have
He's too
Just
nice.
let it.
little arguments.
I
Yeah.
don't see. I know. But I
You're
like
good.
to. I like to go.
You're good.
I don't like to. Yeah.
She doesn't dilly dally on workouts.
Elizabeth, is there a movement that Seth does that, like, when he's doing it, does it make you laugh? Does he look funny doing it? Is there something?
Outside of the what'd you call it, the hot jalapeno pull-up?
Yeah.
Electric.
Electric.
So that's a Raznigism, by the way.
No, I wouldn't even say the pull up. I mean, you do pull ups. Like, that's awesome. So I will not make fun of the pull up.
Mm.
But
Like, Brad runs really funny. Have you ever seen him run? He runs with his hands up.
I don't think so. This seems like a good time to wrap this up. I'll tell you what. Guys, have a good time at Barter tonight.
Thank
you
you
all
all.
for coming on
Yeah,
the
happy
show.
birthday.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Market Street Media, for having us.
Absolutely. Enjoyed it.
yeah,
Next
Alright.
time.
that was great.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Cool. They go okay?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, we're great.
Very entertaining.
Now I will not be watching myself.